Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. John and Ellie back at you with another beer review. And today I'm looking at Sierra Nevada's Otra Vase Goza Style Ale. This is a Sierra Nevada product out of Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. It is an ale brewed with lime and agave. This beer was introduced in 2016. I have never had it. So let's see what we've got here. All right, gave it a nice aggressive pour. It's a very hazy straw colored appearance. I'm not seeing anything floating around in here, but it is pretty hazy. It's got a nice half finger white head. All right, the aroma, getting that agave, getting some lime. It almost smells a little bit like Bud Light lime, but with I guess that agave in there is kind of giving it a different aroma. I don't know if you guys remember Anheuser-Busch put out a product a few years ago called the Occulto, which has recently been discontinued. Um, this beer has a very similar smell to that, and it could be the agave because the Occulto was aged on tequila staves, and obviously tequila is made from agave. I don't have very much experience with agave, but I have had tequila before, and I have had other beers with agave in them. And yeah, I mean, it's not the best aroma for me, and it could just be I'm not really liking that agave that's in there, and the lime is that I am getting is kind of reminiscent of Bud Light lime, which is a little artificial. I do like Bud Light lime, but for a Goza, I don't know. We'll see. Let me get into this and we'll see how it tastes. Cheers, guys. Okay. It tastes a little bit better than it smells. You are getting that nice tartness, that little sour note that you would expect to get from a Goza. You are picking up on some of the wheat in the middle of the sip. Like a wheat breadiness. It drops off nicely on the back end. It is crisp and refreshing. Finishes dry. 4.9% alcohol, very sessionable beer, which that's what this is intended to be. Gozas are going to be sessionable beers. That's what they're made for. They're basically session sours. Um, and they typically have salt added to them. This one has salt in it, I believe. There is a little bit of a salty bite on the back end. Um, it's not bad. I've had a lot of Gozas, and I might be a little bit more particular with this style because it's one of my favorite styles. So I'm a little harder to please when it comes to this. If I don't know, let's see. My mind is going all over the place with this one, guys. Sorry. Let me get another sip. Whew. Okay. That lime and agave are really prominent in the flavor profile of this one. You do get that wheat bread, like I said, and the finish is nice. It's got a really nice finish. I'm just not a big fan of the lime and agave flavors in here. I think they're too prominent, and they kind of the beer is a little bit out of balance because of those flavors. It is refreshing though, and it is tart. Like a good goza, like you'd expect a good goza to be, but it's just not quite doing it for me with that lime and agave. It is good though, but as many gozas are out there, I mean, this is a very popular up and coming style. You could do much better. Sierra Nevada is not a cheap beer; it's a premiumly priced product. So you'd be better off going with the Westbrook Goza. Um, Anderson Valley has a great line of Goza beers. Those are better than this one here. Um, but it is good. It's on the lower end of good. I'm going to give it an 82 out of 100. I think it's good, but it's on the lower end. It's a B minus for me. It would be a little bit better if the wheat qualities in the middle were a little bit more prominent and that lime and agave flavor wasn't so in your face. So a little bit more balance would go a long way with this beer. It is very good though, as far as just being a nice, crisp, refreshing beer. Would go great in warm weather. And that's what this beer was made for. And I think it does succeed in that regard, but it just falls a little bit short for me. But an 82 out of 100 for the Sierra Nevada Otra Vase. Very crushable, as the kids like to say these days. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.